Hey everybody, it's Peter with Classic Steel RC over here. Hope you guys are all doing well. So, we've got an unboxing for you today. But it's not going to be this, it's going to be what's behind it, as you could probably guess. This in front is the MN99S with the truck body. Bought a couple of these years ago, about maybe 4 years ago, for myself and my older son James, and we absolutely love them. This one's been, actually both of them, this one and my son's, have been heavily modified, and we absolutely love them. I mean, straight out of the box they were great, but modified, you can do wonders with these. And love them so much that I bought this, the MN99S upgraded version for my younger son Ian. For Ian, we got the SUV body, and from what I've heard and seen, there have been some big changes. So let's see what's in store. Got a little package here with the user manual. Some pictures and such. You guys can look that up online, or I'll just try to put some stills at the end of the video for you to look at. But just kind of a general idea. So we'll put that aside for a sec. I think it's a warranty card, I'm not really sure. Got a charging cable, USB, and I'm not sure what type of connector this is. I forgot the name of it, but little charging cable. And various plastic knickknacks and such. We've got a snorkel. Actually, no, this is the bumper. It's not installed. That's interesting. I don't remember putting it on the other ones, but this is the front bumper right here. You got various things, mirrors, windshield wipers, various, door handles, all kinds of stuff similar to what you see here on the old one. So we'll just put that aside for a sec. Let's see what else is in here. Light lenses, pre-colored. So you got red, yellow, and the clear, well, we'll see on the truck, they're already on the headlights. And a snorkel if you want to put that on there too. So we'll put that all aside for a sec. Pull out the I might edit this part out. Got the transmitter there. I don't quite understand this whole thing, but from what I understand, it lights up. Got your channels, the steering trim, light switch setup, throttle rate, bind button, and an on and off switch. Oh, they've got the thumb steer thing here if you want to do the one-handed driving. Yeah, it's cool. It's got, the phone feels good. All right, now the truck itself. There's the new MN99S upgraded version. And as I mentioned, this is the SUV. This is actually pretty cool. Now, something with both this one and the old version, they don't come with windows. I actually had, well, they come with a windshield, front windshield, but they don't come with any side windows or rear windows or anything. Really easy to make windows out of Lexan, out of bottles and stuff. You could actually use the packaging to make windows. I used a hand sanitizer bottle to make the windows on mine, and just, food for thought. There's always a way to make windows. Anyhow, there it is. So as I briefly mentioned, there are some changes to this in the axles. I mean, not the axles, I'm sorry, the chassis, links, so on and so forth, and we're going to go ahead and dive into those. I just can't breathe right now, so I'm going to take a quick breather. All right, so I'm back. I've got myself repositioned here, and I'm going to check out some of the differences with this truck. First of all, let's just actually take a look at the truck itself. I mean, isn't that a good looking body? These are pretty scale looking rigs. I mean, with the exception of the missing windows and such, but I mean, the bodies are really good. These are hard bodies. They're not Lexan. Unlike the old version, this actually says Land Rover on the hood. It is an actual licensed Land Rover product this time. I don't think it was last time. I know my old one didn't have any Land Rover stickers or anything on there, but it's got it on the hood and the grille right there. So pretty cool to see that. Anyway, one of the big changes is this is steering on axle. So the servo is on the axle as opposed to the chassis. The older one, steering was on the chassis, or the servo was on the chassis, I should say. So that's one of the changes right there. Some of the other changes are, I got reposition here. Okay, first of all, I put this skid plate on there. I made that skid plate myself because the old chassis, I'll just put this aside for a sec, had a step up. Like basically it was a step, and it would get caught up on rocks and everything. It was just, I just don't understand their old design. So I made this so that it would just be nice and smooth. Well, apparently they saw an issue as well and completely redesigned the chassis. Well, the entire chassis looks like it's completely redesigned. Again, let's just kind of do a side-by-side comparison there. So they're both metal chassis, the old one and the new. This whole area, too bad you can't really see it on this, but it doesn't really matter. Let's talk about the new one. The on-off switch is on the bottom, which could be an issue if you get it caught and it'll just power itself off, you know. Might be a little annoying if that happens, especially if you're shooting a video like I usually do. Anyway, the axles look like they're exactly the same. Old one did come with plastic drive shafts, just like the new one. I upgraded to metal, which you can do as well with the new one. The actual suspension links are at a different angle, so they've kind of redesigned the suspension to go with the newly designed axle. Anyhow, wheels and tires are different. They are plastic bead locks. The old ones, the tires were actually glued onto the, actually I'm sorry, they were not glued. I had to glue the tires onto the old wheels. So that's actually glue residue that you see there. And then when it gets dirty, it kind of looks cool. But anyway, so let's put that one aside for a sec. So this, you've actually got plastic bead locks. So you can actually change the tires out if you wanted to. You could possibly use these tires for, I don't know if there are metal wheels that come in this size or not, but certainly worth looking into. There is a plethora of upgrades for the MN models. And I know for a fact that you can also use a lot of WPL stuff too, because I've used, I don't think anything visible that you can see here that I've used. These are from Amazon, but underneath the skid plate, I actually have a WPL 2-speed transmission and gearbox, two-speed gearbox and motor and so on and so forth. I've got WPL electronics in this. Same thing with my son's. But from what I understand, the electronics in the new one might not need to upgrade, actually. I've seen some running videos and looks like it's pretty good. So for the battery access, you can open up the hood. You've got a lithium ion battery, 7.4 volt lithium ion battery, 1200 milliamp hours. And I just realized this one only comes with one. Dang it. There might be an option to get it with 2 or 3 batteries, but we've got extras of these anyway, so hopefully we'll get some good run time. And just pretty easy to plug it in. Oh, this is a different connector. Let's see if it is a different connector, actually. It is a different connector. That's something to know. It's a different connector than the old MN99S. If you guys are thinking about using the same batteries for that, you can't. Unless you have some type of an adapter or something, but either way, it's a different connector. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some batteries in the transmitter. So as you can see, I've got it powered up, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the slow speed crawl on it. The motor's a little noisy, but I don't think the stock electronics on my old ones were this smooth. I think that was one of the main reasons that I upgraded to the WPL. I don't know, it's been such a long time, I don't really remember, but I gotta say this is pretty smooth. Let's go over my hand here, go over my fist. Not bad. Not bad, I gotta say, you know. My 5-year-old's gonna be really happy with that. Anyway, as you can see, it's got headlights, turn signals, which I find very annoying on a crawler. Who's gonna be using their turn signals when they're off-roading? I know I don't. Anyway, that's the front right there, as you can see. Back, you've got pretty dim tail light, which I need to look and see if that's where the reverse light's supposed to be. I don't really remember, but I think the tail light is supposed to be up here and the reverse light's down here. I could be wrong, but look what happens when you put it in reverse. I think that might need to get rewired. I really don't remember the position of where the reverse lights are as opposed to the tail lights. But that should be easy enough to rewire from one position to the other. It'd be kind of sad to have to do it right out of the box. Anyway, there is a steering dual rate. I just need to read how to do it because straight out of the box it doesn't steer very well. It doesn't steer very much. And I know you can increase the steering rate. I just need to. I don't know if you have to hold the button or just click it. They are friction dam shocks. They're not oil filled. For this scale, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. Pretty cool. And then you do need to install that front bumper, which I guess I probably did on my old one too and just totally forgot. I chopped mine because I just wanted a better approach angle for the tires. But, you know, we may or may not do that to this one. It doesn't really matter. So anyway, enjoy. And like I said, hit that like button, the share, I mean, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Talk to you later. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for joining Classic Skill RC. Last Christmas gift for this year.
What is that?
What is it, Ian?
I don't know yet. Oh, it's a...
That's an RC.
It's a hobby grade.
It's a hobby grade. It's a hobby grade. It's not just a toy. It's not another toy RC. It's a hobby grade. Is that Ian's first hobby grade RC?